Hey guys, welcome back and happy new year to you all. I hope 2020 has been treating you guys well so far. I think this would be the first official video that I am filming that's going to be uploaded in 2020. I think I have a vlogmas that probably went up before this. I don't know, but if this is the first video in 2020, I think it is the most perfect video to start off the new year because today I will be talking about my 2019 empties. So if you guys don't know what empties are, if you're just kind of new to YouTube, empties videos was a very popular video, I feel like, back in the day when the beauty community on YouTube was just like getting started. It's a video that I watched all the time and I thoroughly enjoy, but I feel like not many YouTubers film this anymore, and I just wanted to film it because I love it. It's my channel. Some of you guys said you're interested, so I'm like, okay, if somebody's watching, that's fine. So that's what I'm going to be filming today. I believe I started in April 2019. I started collecting all of my empty products. So pretty much I will be just talking about the products that I have used completely up, or they have either expired and I'm going to throw them away. And the purpose of this video is like, once you finish a product, are you going to repurchase it, or have you? Is it worth repurchasing? And I feel like that's when you know if a product is really worth it. So that's the whole purpose of an empties video, and that's what I'm going to go through today. I have a bunch of stuff. I have makeup, I have skincare, and then I have like supplements and then perfume and all that kind of stuff. So if you guys are interested in all of that, then just continue watching. So I thought we would start off with makeup first because I feel like that's a little bit more interesting, and typically when you finish like a makeup item, that's like a huge deal because makeup is a lot harder to go through. The first item that I used up is actually a beauty sponge. So this is the Morphe beauty sponge, and as you can see, it is really old. It's really beat up. There's a lot of holes in that, and you know you should change your beauty blender very frequently. I don't know why there's not more beauty blenders in this empties. I probably just threw them away and didn't keep it in this box, but I really did enjoy this beauty sponge. It's definitely one of my favorites. It's more affordable. I haven't repurchased it because I bought the colourpop one, and I think if you exchange the currency rates, the colourpop one is like a little bit more cheaper. It's definitely a sponge that I'll go to, like, because the colourpop one, I can't get it in New Zealand in stores. I have to order online. So if I just need a sponge urgently, then I will get the Morphe one because we do have this in stores in New Zealand. So, and I think Morphe is really expanding. It's literally in stores everywhere, so it's a really affordable sponge because this one is probably the most cheapest one that I can get in stores. The Real Technique one is good. That's the one I used to use all the time, but it is more expensive to purchase that in stores than this one. So yes, I would repurchase. I haven't yet just because I have some other sponges that I am playing around with, but this is a really great one, and it's always in the back of my head that if I need a sponge, this is a really good sponge. I finished up one foundation in 2019, and that would be the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in the shade Golden Beige. This was my holy grail foundation. Like, I adored, I loved this foundation. When you wear this foundation, it looks so amazing on your skin. But if you guys know about the news that happened last year, Wet n Wild is no longer cruelty free. But before that news came out, I already repurchased another one because this is so affordable that it's so easy to repurchase, and I loved it so much. So you know I already have a backup of it, and I still have it in my top drawer on my vanity, but I don't really use it anymore. I feel like it doesn't really feel right to be using something that's not cruelty free. I didn't throw it away because that would be wasteful, but I do have it on hand still. I did repurchase it. It is a great foundation, but it's no longer cruelty free, and I think the way they went around that whole situation wasn't really good of a brand of approach, if you know what I mean. So I don't know about Wet n Wild. Like, I just come to the conclusion that I'm not going to use it. It seems a little bit sketchy about what they're saying. I don't know if there's a new update about it, but for now, I wouldn't repurchase this. I did repurchase it, but I wouldn't repurchase it again, if you know what I mean. I then have two powders. So the first powder is this NARS one. It says Soft Velvet Loose Powder in Beach. So I've had this for a very long time, and also NARS is also not cruelty free anymore. Yeah, I've had this for a very long time. I'm pretty sure it's expired, and it's just been in my drawer, and I never use it because first, it's not cruelty free, and I did like the product, but I liked it for a very specific thing that it's like, it's probably expired, you're not going to use it, you might as well just throw it away. So pretty much this is like a loose powder. I didn't like it for setting my under eyes, but I like this powder to smooth out my pores. So literally I would only use this like in my pores area and it would just smooth out that area. But I mean, you could just use a primer and do that. Because NARS isn't cheap, I wouldn't repurchase it. Obviously it's not cruelty free. I don't even know if I want to mention these non-cruelty free products in my videos. Next powder I have is the ColourPop No Filter Sheer Press Powder in the shade Medium Dark. This one is pretty much an empties because around the edges there's a little bit of product left, but you really cannot pick up that product. This was the powder that I was using all year to set the rest of my face where I didn't bake. The shade Medium Dark does sound dark, obviously. As you can see in the pan, it is not dark at all. So this was the powder that I was using. I definitely would repurchase this, but I have so many like powder foundations that I just want to go through before repurchasing any powder foundation. So like it is a powder foundation that I would get again because again it's ColourPop, amazing formula, great prices, but I have so many like pressed powders that I have like 3 pressed powders that I need to get through, you know, and pressed powders take you probably like a year to get through, so I'm good for the next couple of years with my pressed powders. But if I need one, this is definitely one that I would repurchase. I have 2 of the ColourPop No Filter concealers. One is in the shade Medium 28 and the other one is in Golden 40. These are just super old. I don't know if you can tell by the like packaging. I'm more open to throwing out complexion products because I don't want an expired product to break me out. I think these came out in 2017, so I had them for like almost 2 years, and honestly, although it's not completely finished, it does look a little bit grubby and I just wanted to throw them away. These actually were great concealers. I didn't use them that much in 2019. I mainly used my Too Faced one, and then the Pretty Fresh came out. If I had to say I like this one or the Pretty Fresh one, I would say the Pretty Fresh one is probably better for dry skin. It's a lot more creamy, more hydrating. They both have a similar coverage, so they're both very full coverage. I like them both. Would I repurchase again? Probably not, just because I'm so dedicated to my Too Faced one and I love the Too Faced one much more than this. So I probably wouldn't repurchase these again. I think if you're a freelance like makeup artist and you just needed some affordable concealer, these would work great. They have a wide range of shades and they're also very affordable as well. Next up, I have 3 eyebrow pencils. 2 of them are from ColourPop. One is the Brow Boss pencil in the shade Ash Brown, and the other one is the brow pencil in Black and Brown. So there is a difference with ColourPop's brow pencils. So the Brow Boss is a little bit more lighter. It's not as pigmented, like you can build it up, but off the bat the brow pencil is very, very pigmented. I like both. I mainly use these when I went to work because the only makeup that I wore to work was my brows. So brow pencils tend to run out very, very quickly, so I wanted to use an affordable one for that purpose. I would repurchase them again because they are affordable. The only thing I didn't like about them is that the stick is pretty fat, and because I have sparse brows, I really do need a very thin brow pencil to be very defined about it. So I do like them and I would repurchase them because they are very affordable. If I had to choose one, I probably would go for the brow pencil just because I like my brow pencils to be a bit more pigmented on the first go. I do have very sparse brows. And then my other brow pencil that I finished up is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. This is my favorite all-time brow pencil. I have already repurchased in my drawer. I'm wearing it today, but I'm wearing it in a darker shade. This is just a really great dupe for the Anastasia one. So if you think the Anastasia brow pencils are too expensive, get this one because it pretty much works exactly the same. I feel like the packaging is almost the same. The thinness of the brow pencil is very fine. I love this to be very detailed about my brows. Just a really great brow pencil for an affordable price. So I have repurchased and will continue repurchasing. Next up, I have 2 mascaras. This one is from Sigma. It is the Sensuous Lash Mascara. I think that's what it's called. This one just dried out, and at one point I really did love this on my lower lashes because the wand is a bit more curved, so it's really easy to coat your bottom lashes. Would I repurchase this? Probably not, because I only use it for my lower lashes. Because the mascara that I'm using now, I can use it for my top and bottom lashes and I like the way it looks. But for this mascara, I didn't really like it on my top lashes. I only use it on my bottom lashes. And the other mascara that I have is the Inika Long Lash Mascara. This one just dried out, and honestly I didn't use it as much just because because I was dedicated to other mascaras and it just dried out. So I didn't really get to play around with it that much, but obviously if I was neglecting this, I didn't really like it too much, if you know what I mean. I finished up one of the ColourPop creme gel liners. This one is in the shade Punch, which is the yellow. Honestly, these break so easily. They're so fragile. Like when you're just trying to warm it up on the back of your hand, don't roll it up too high because it could just snap off and then you finish in a whole entire eyeliner without actually using all the product. So this one was kind of like a cheat because it just broke a lot, but I have repurchased a yellow because it honestly, a yellow eyeliner does come very handy when you are creating more colorful looks. So I already repurchased. I really do like these, as you guys probably know. Also finished up an eyelash glue. This one is from Duo. This is the brush on glue. It's my favorite glue ever. I don't like Duo's squeezy tube because first squeezy tubes, like who is using squeezy tubes? Like that is just the hardest way to apply lash glue onto your lashes and they smell so bad. My favorite lash glue before this was the House of Lashes one, but that one gave me an allergic reaction. My whole lash line was just swelled up and irritated, so I stopped using that. Found this. Has been my favorite go-to eyelash glue ever. I have already repurchased, will continue repurchasing. There's no other lash glue that I'm going to use. I have two sprays that I want to mention to you guys. This one is the ColourPop All Star Face Setting Spray. I did not use this to set my face at all because the spray is so sporadic that it just like pounces on your face and I'm just like, ugh. And I don't like having blotches of water on my face, so I didn't use it for that. So I don't really know how well it works in that aspect because I never used it on my face. I literally use the spray to wet my brush. So anytime in my 3 looks I was like, so I'm going to use this metallic shadow wet, spray my brush with this product, and throughout the year I finish it up. That's just how often I use metallic shadow when I was wetting my brush. So that's the only purpose I had for it. Wouldn't repurchase obviously because why would I buy a spray just to wet my brush when I can just use water for that? I'm using other sprays right now that I want to get rid of. And then my other spray is the badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs or herbs with rose water. This one I definitely would repurchase, and this is not my first bottle that I have finished. I've used up so many of these in the past years. Like I have used the cucumber, the lavender, the rose. I love all of them and I think it's just so great because it's so affordable. $18 for this huge tube that will last you forever. It's just a nice like refreshener. I wouldn't use it on top of my makeup. I use it more as a skincare, just as like a refresher topper, you know. I definitely would repurchase, but I need to like gather more things to get like free shipping and stuff. So would repurchase. I love this. I love this product. I loved it for many years. So that was all of my makeup empties. Now we are going to move on to kind of random empties, and the first random empties will fall under supplements. So I finished up the Halo Beauty Kiwi Skin Booster. So I only have 3 tubs, but I actually finished more because I did buy the refills. So the refills don't come in little tubs like these, but I had probably finished, I would say like 5 or 6 months of Halo Beauty of the Kiwi Skin Booster. I don't know if I'll repurchase at this point because I might stop taking it because I don't really see too much of a difference in my skin anymore. And the reason why I kept going with it, if you watched one of my favorites from last year, I did say that it was helping with my eyelid situation. So pretty much sometimes my eyelids are like uneven, and when I was taking Kiwi, because this has collagen, the collagen was working well on my eyelids where it was giving a lot of like plumpness to my eyes that my eyelids would pop out again and it would be a double lid, what it normally should be. Like today, this one is a little bit more bigger, but this one is not a complete mono today. It was in the morning. I used some eyelid tape, whatnot, got it back to a double, but it's been a struggle and I don't know if it's really working on me anymore, and I feel like that happens a lot with me. When I take supplements, the effect on my body, it does tend to wear out. It doesn't last forever. Same with skincare. So I think I might not repurchase this again. I might take a little break, and if I see that I need it again, I will repurchase it. But it's honestly a product that I can't recommend to you guys because everybody is so different. And my next empties is in Perfume. This one is from bvlgari. I don't know the exact name, but it's in the purple classic, you know, bvlgari packaging. This was actually a gift from my dad when he went Cambodia actually years ago, but this is like my favorite perfume ever. It's very hard to find in New Zealand. I feel like I really haven't seen the purple one. Like I've seen the blue and black, but I've never seen the purple. This smells so nice, and I know this is not cruelty free. I know Bulgari is not cruelty free, but this was a gift from my dad, so I did use it. It just smells so nice, and anytime that I smell this perfume, honestly, it takes me back when I first started my channel. That's how long I've had it for. I've had it for like 5 years, I think. It just takes me back to that September in 2014, I think. I started my channel. I was just doing random videos, and I remember that summer I just sprayed this perfume so much, and it's a beautiful smelling perfume. Anytime I spray it, someone will tell me that I smell nice, or they'll ask me what perfume I'm wearing. So like, this is a perfume that I just love. I don't actually own a lot of perfumes. I don't typically spray them often. First, I don't really like remember to. Second, Harry is very sensitive to scents, so when the perfume is overpowering, he really doesn't like it, and I'm with him 24/7, so why would I make him want to feel nauseous, you know? But this one he actually liked as well. I feel like it's not overpowering. It's just a very beautiful scent. I also finished up a box of the Olens Spanish Grey. I went through an entire box. This is one of my favorite lenses, period, and my favorite lenses from Olens. Spanish Grey is just a beautiful, beautiful contact lens. I would say Spanish Grey and Spanish Brown are my favorites. I haven't repurchased it, but I did get sent more, so I have like, I think 2 boxes that I'm just going through, and I'm like just savoring them. I don't want to use them too often, just wear it for special occasions. I really, really do love the Spanish line, and I would highly, highly recommend it to you guys. Like if you are looking for more of a natural contact lens, try the Spanish line. It is beautiful, and I like how it's a one-day wear because it's less wasteful, to be honest, because since I don't wear contact lenses for my eyesight, I just wear it for the look, which I know is very money consuming. Because for more crazier colors, I don't wear them often. The 1 month I only end up using them like once or twice, and then for the one day I wear it when I want to wear it, and it will last for much longer. Alright you guys, we are now moving into skincare. So I'm gonna start off with some lip product. I finished up one of the Lucas Pore ointment. It is an ointment, but everybody in New Zealand or Australia uses it as a lip balm, and that's what I use it as. It's kind of like Vaseline on a tube. I have repurchased already. I keep one in my bag at all times. My lips always get dried, so I always need a lip balm, and this is just my go-to. You get 25 grams for like, I think this is like $9 maybe a little bit more than that, but it is pretty affordable for what you're getting. It lasts me forever. Next lip balm is from Beauty. This is the Agave Lip Balm. I literally went inside of this tube and scraped everything out because this is a very expensive lip balm. It's $25. Doesn't really last you that long, but it lasts long on your lips, if you know what I mean. Like the longevity of it works amazing. I love this lip balm so much, but you just finish it so fast, and for $25 I would not repurchase it. My very kind friend, when I bought this, she was with me, and I was like, this is so expensive but it works great. She actually got me the actual agave lip balm in the tub, and that's what I'm using now. But that was a gift, but I wouldn't repurchase it because it's so expensive, but it's a great gift. So if like anybody wants to get me a gift, just get me the Beauty agave lip balm, please, because I love it, but I wouldn't repurchase it because it's so expensive. The next empties is the Lush lip scrub in the mint scent. This is not an empties, it actually just expired. It expired in October. So with these lip balms, they do have like a 1 year lifespan, and for these ones I definitely will throw out when they say it's like time to go, you know, because it has like a certain date when it is expired, and because my lips are very sensitive, I don't want to use expired products on my lips, if you know what I mean. Would I repurchase? Yes, I would. This lip scrub just works amazing. It really exfoliates my lips. I haven't repurchased it yet because I am using a ColourPop lip scrub that I just want to go through that. You know, I'm trying to like go through all my products without repurchasing so many new products, you know what I mean? So I'm going through the ColourPop one right now, and once that one is finished, I'll definitely go back to the Lush one. I finished up some micellar water. This one is from S&O. It's a rose hip micellar water. It's alright. I mainly use micellar water just to like get the remaining makeup off my eyes. Typically it's eyeliner or mascara, or usually if I have a very stubborn watch, I'll use it for that. This one is from Garnier, which I know is not cruelty free, but I did get this when I did the Nyx Face Awards. It came in our goodie bags, and I have like 2 on hand. I wouldn't repurchase because it's not cruelty free, but this is a really great cellar water because it has oil in it, so you pretty much shake it up, and I feel like this really takes off makeup a lot better than the Esseno one. I wouldn't want you guys to buy it because it's not cruelty free, but that's what I've used. I also have facial wipes from Esseno as well. I don't use facial wipes anymore. I just use baby wipes because they're cheaper and they give you more, and it works probably the same thing. But I'm trying not to use so much wipe because it is a lot of waste. I'm looking into one of those cloths. Next empties is the Dear Klairs Black Deep Cleansing Oil. I have repurchased this already. It's what I use every day to take off my makeup. It's just so gentle but so effective. It doesn't break me out. It's just a really great cleansing oil that I don't want to use anything else. I think I'm on like my 3rd or 4th bottle. Anytime I'm running low, like I go on YesStyle and buy my backup. Like I don't use any other cleansing oil, cruelty free, so yeah, love this. Next up, I have the COSRX AC Collection Calming Foam Cleanser. Would I repurchase this? Probably no, because I feel like cleansers to me are pretty standard. If you have a decent cleanser, it does the job, like you're good to go. The one from For Free Beauty is the one that I'm using right now. I have another one from COSRX that's like from a different line that I'm using. I just feel like I have so many concealers right now that I don't think I would repurchase it, but it didn't break me out. It was a really good cleanser. So maybe in the future I will, but as of right now I probably wouldn't. I also finished up the COSRX Balancing Essence. I really like this. I think with my next YesStyle order I will repurchase this again because now I'm just without essence, and I feel like my skin has been a bit rough recently, and it might have to be due with this and also this product as well. This one is from Purito. This is the Green Level Calming Toner. I feel like this toner just worked really well with my skin, so these 2 products with my next YesStyle order I'm going to repurchase. And then I have 2 of the Tuchas, the water cream. One is in a travel size, one is the full tube. Because it's so expensive, it makes me hesitant to repurchase it. I really did like it. I think it was very hydrating, very lightweight. But because it's so expensive, I don't think I would. If I got it as a gift, I would love that and I would continue using it. But because it's so pricey, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth the investment when I have other moisturizers that could be more affordable, if you know what I mean. Like there's one from Dear Klairs that I love a lot, and that one's a lot more affordable. So maybe, but as of now, probably not, because again, I'm not in that position to be buying really expensive skincare items. Just because moisturizer, you go through it so quickly, like you're just blowing literally $100 every a month and a half. Like stuff for like toners and essence that take a little bit longer to finish, I would be more inclined to invest a little bit more in it. I also finished up one of these little Drunk Elephant Lala Retro Whipped Cream. I love this. This is definitely a moisturizer that I think I would use a bit more because it's a little bit thicker. So I feel like you just use a little and it'll go a long way, so that way it'll last longer. I then have this badescu Hyaluronic Eye Cream. I remember mentioning this in one of my favorites, and literally right after I mentioned it in my favorites, this started burning my under eyes. I don't know what happened. In the beginning it was great, it's an affordable eye cream, but for some reason after I mentioned it, it just started burning my under eyes. Like it just dried out, like it just sucked out all the living life out of my under eyes, and I stopped using it, and I don't want to like ever touch it again. I don't even want to give it a try. No. Next up, I have 2 of the COSRX Acne Pimple Master Patch. This one is in clear, the black one, and this one is just, I don't know. Honestly, they're both the same. They work the same. Like, it doesn't matter whether it's clear or not because I only wear it when I'm at home, when I'm going to sleep. And these just work so amazing. It's like a miracle worker. So pretty much what you do with it is, once your pimple has popped, that's a very important factor. Your pimple has to be popped already. So whether you're popping it yourself, that I don't recommend, but I do it myself. I pop my pimples. But if it just naturally pops, that's when you put one of these patches on top, and literally overnight, the next day, your pimple is flat. Like the scar could still be there, but the pimple is flat. And when you apply makeup on top, it's beautiful. You know, it just works great. If you're gonna put this on top of a pimple that has not been popped, it's not gonna do anything. It's gonna do nothing. But putting it on top of a popped pimple, wow, magical. You best believe I have already repurchased this, okay? Like I cannot go without these. amazing, just like magic. Okay, we are coming on to the last category, which is face mask. Okay, so I have this one from Dear Claire's. I opened it, I didn't really use it, and I feel like it's expired. And again, stuff that's going on my face, I don't want expired things. So this one is the Fresh Juice Vitamin E mask. This one was not really a mask. It felt more like a moisturizer because it doesn't stick to your skin. It just kind of blends into your skin. So obviously it didn't work that great for me to like go through it as quick as my other mask. I finished up the Tuchas Violet C Radiant Mask. I actually really like this. This is the mask that everybody wears on Instagram, and it's like a light purple. I really like this. I think when I use it the next day, I definitely could see more radiance in my skin. But this one's just like a little baby tube, you know, and I got this one for Christmas. It came in like a little gift set, so I could imagine that the mask full size would be pretty expensive, that I probably wouldn't go there. I typically don't really use a lot of face masks anyway. I probably use a face mask like once a month, once every 2 months, perhaps once every 3 months. But the last item, this one is the Teamy Detox Green Tea Blend Face Mask. This was my jam. This really was my jam. I didn't get to use it all up, but I used a lot of this. I know it's gone bad because it's dried up. This worked so well. I really like this. I know a lot of people don't like clay masks, but this was a really great one. I feel like once I used it, my skin just felt a lot more smoother, more fresh, and just more radiant. Before I discovered the pimple patches, I actually would use this on my pimples to kind of heal it. This didn't work as great as the pimple patches, but it did work great for a mask. And I haven't really purchased anything from Teamy. I used to work with them. Maybe in the future, if I'm looking for another mask, I'm pretty sure they have revamped it, and I've seen that they have more matcha stuff. So maybe 2020, who knows, I might revisit Teamy again and see what new things they have. But when I did use this, I really did like it. Maybe in the future I will repurchase. So that, you guys, was all of my 2019 empty products. I've been sitting here for a little bit too long. My butt is sore, so I'm going to wrap up this video now. I hope you guys enjoyed my first empties in a very long time. Let me know what you guys think of it if you want to see this annually. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and with that being said, Happy New Year. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.